If you're watching this and you're stuck in a loop, doing the same things over and over again, doing good for a while, then getting back into a rut, doing bullshit once again, then you need to realize that all of this, what you're doing, is not normal. It's not normal for a person to go through these cycles. It's not normal for a person to try to quit something and not be able to do it. It's not normal for a person to ruin themselves and to do things that are making them worse. There's a lot of people who preach balance and acceptance of yourself and you're good enough and you don't need to worry about these things. But if you're watching this video, you probably know that that's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, if you can't really accept yourself for who you are, because the only reason you're unhappy with who you are is because you have a desire to be more, a desire to get on a higher level. And you can't get rid of that desire. That's born, that's inside of you, that's inside your soul, inside your brain. And so you can't really accept yourself. But you try to do better, you try to achieve these goals that you want to achieve, but you're not necessarily successful because you keep going back into the rut and doing a bunch of bullshit that's setting you back from making the progress. That's taking the progress you made and destroying like half of it. And as long as you're gonna be in this state, you're never gonna make real progress because you have a lot of mental issues that you need to take care of. Mental issues are always the root of the problem. Whether you're trying to lose weight and are unable to because of any reason, most likely I highly doubt that it's a problem of your diet, especially if you're watching this channel. As long as you eat healthy, you eat meat, you eat fruit and dairy, guys, how can you not lose weight? Losing weight is easy. You're not supposed to be naturally fat or overweight. So, if you're struggling to do that, I know I am, to some extent at least. I lost a lot of weight, but I'm still not 12% as I want to be. And so, what's happening is you're having these mental issues. And these mental issues are holding you back in one way or another. Maybe you overeat because of stress, or you think you don't deserve to get that lean, so you stop dieting, or you start eating a lot more and you tell yourself you want to put on muscle now for some reason, even though you still want to get lean. Or something else is happening. Your family's pressuring you to not get any leaner because they're insecure and you value their opinions too much. You shouldn't care very much about the opinions of others because they're other people, they're not you, and you are the only person who you need to satisfy, who you need to work for, who you need to live for. If you're living for other people, doing things for other people, then why are you on this earth in the first place? That's not your goal, that's not your destiny. You are supposed to be you, and you are supposed to be the best version of yourself. And if you're not doing that, if you're not working to be that version of yourself, and listening to other people who do not want the best for you, but only want to cope about their inadequacies and pull you down, then you're gonna be a loser at the end of the day, because that's who they are and that's who they want you to be. And so you need to ignore other people and their opinions. If you care about the opinions of others, especially on the internet, brother, you need to stop, because you're caring about people who you don't even know if they exist truly. These could be bots. Genuinely. These people, you don't know them. You haven't seen them with your real eyes. You didn't see them create the account. So, people on the internet are generally fake, most of them. Unless, obviously, I'm real. At least, most probably for you. I know I'm real, but for you, you might think that maybe I'm not. There's a possibility of that, always. I might be a deep fake, although with this kind of video, probably not. But I could be, and so could anybody else. So, but obviously, I'm here to help you. I'm here to try to help you. So, either way, you can get a benefit from this video. But from most people, what most people tell you, for most people that you speak to, your friends online, your friends on Discord, your friends on Fortnite or Minecraft or League of Legends, do they really exist? Have you seen them with your own eyes? And even if they do, you don't even see them as friends. You don't go out together. You don't do things together. All you do is play video games. What's the point of playing video games? If you're playing video games, you're just wasting your time and ruining your dopamine to get a bit of pleasure. Maybe some validation because, oh, you reached diamond or master or whatever the fuck, or you got netherite armor. So maybe you get some external validation that actually you shouldn't be getting, because it really doesn't matter. Usually in real life, when you got validation, you did something important. You did something that increased your chance of survival. You made a spear, you talked to a girl, you got some food, you fucked, you did something. But with video games, you get so much external validation for playing with a keyboard and moving a mouse. So you don't get any benefit from that. You don't build muscle, you don't lose weight. You only ruin your mind and your mentality. And trust me, guys, I've been there. I have. And that's what I've been doing for a while. But thankfully, I stopped. I don't do that anymore. And you shouldn't either, because it's gonna fuck you up. And you need to realize, like, going back to the mental issues, why am I doing this in the first place? Why are you seeking external validation from something that literally doesn't matter? In 10 years, if you're to continue playing League of Legends or Minecraft, your life is gonna see no visible improvement. It's only gonna get worse. At least from that action. So, what's the point? What's the point of the external validation if it doesn't help you do anything in life? If it only makes you more miserable? So, what you need to do is realize why you're doing this. Why you're doing this is because you don't get any validation in real life. Maybe you got shitty parents. Maybe you're unpopular in school. Maybe you are unpopular at work. Maybe you don't make enough money. Maybe you're in bad shape. But obviously, there's a lot of things that, like, guys, there's a lot of problems you could have, a lot of beliefs that you built up over the years because of all of these things. So maybe now you think of yourself as a loser, or maybe you think of yourself as a social outcast, or maybe you think you don't deserve attention or love because your parents didn't love you or your father left. And these are all beliefs that are built up, and all these beliefs come together and they create the person who you are. And if it's a lot of things together, then these things can seriously fuck you up and fuck your way of thinking. They can make it so bad that you're afraid to leave your house, and that you have panic attacks, and that you are super unconfident and have a hate yourself, or even have a love-hate relationship with yourself. These are all real things. I've known people like this, and I'm partially in a couple of ways like that as well. I've got my own issues, but I've been dealing with them. And all you have to realize is these are beliefs you have about yourself, and you can change them. It's not like these things cannot be changed or something like that. They absolutely can. Sure, you grew up a loser, you grew up in a bad way, but that doesn't mean that you have to stay the same way for the rest of your life. It does not. You can do whatever you want in this life. But using all your energy on video games or on some dumbass bullshit that's not improving your life, it's a waste. It's a waste of your life, because you can be so much more. And you can live so much of a better life. You can live so much of a better life than you think. Trust me, changing even a single thing, like your diet, from eating bullshit to eating clean and eating actual healthy, tasty food, that's gonna change your life forever and drastically. And there's so many things like this that you can do. You can stop watching porn or masturbating. That's gonna have a crazy difference for you. That's gonna make an unbelievable difference. You can start going to the gym. That's gonna make a massive difference. If you do all of these three things, just these three things, they're gonna flip your life around 180 degrees. But a lot of people cannot do these things because they believe they cannot do them. They believe that they're losers, they believe that they're quitters, they believe bad things about themselves even though they're not true. It's actually the belief that makes it into reality. It's the belief that makes it real, that makes you unable to stay on a diet, on a clean diet, real. Or it's a belief that makes you unable to go to the gym. It's a belief, and it's your mental state which you need to program. You need to be very careful with what you let into your brain, because without it, you're gonna be a slave to advertisements, content you watch, things you listen to, video games you play. It's all programming you to do a different action that you want. You don't want to watch YouTube all day for the rest of your life. You don't want to play fucking video games your entire life where it has no reward. You want to do something great. And so you need to be careful with what you put into your mind through your visual inputs, and sensory inputs in general, your ears, your touch, everything. And this goes the same for people as well. People will put on you a lot of their beliefs, a lot of their values, a lot of limitations. So there's like your parents are gonna have the most impact on you, and they're gonna put a lot of limitations on you, a lot of false limitations that really don't exist, but they're gonna make you believe it because they're an authority to you, and since they're an authority, they're gonna be able to pressure you to do things in a different way and pressure you to do things that are really stupid and useless, and they're gonna make stupid rules that are there for just for them to control you. And so you need to realize these things, all of these things that are happening to you. You need to realize them consciously, and it might be difficult because they're so normal to you, and you need a lot of perspective and a lot of thought and a lot of consciousness to realize that's actually happening to you, that you're being controlled with stupid rules that make no sense. Anyway, boys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.